Hello, everybody. This is gonna be a Mecha only drawcast slash update vlog thing. I'm just kind of going around and yeah, we're just gonna update on what's going on and take a look at some fun animation. This is cleanup animation for episode 2 of HTKAM, and you'll be able to see some of the cleanup line details along and taking it to coloring, shading, and putting a background in. Yeah. Been busy lately, not having time to make a normal type of video, so it's just gonna be me talking and updating. Yeah, because originally I was supposed to have a freelance contract that was gonna help pay bills and let me stay home more to work on HTKAM more, but things have fallen through with that, so it's back to the normal day job. But you know, it's just life is hard, but we move on. We keep rocking and rolling. Gonna meet roommate's girlfriend tonight and embarrass him 100%, which I'm very excited for, because I like to mess them. Yeah. And what you're seeing here on screen is kind of where most of episode 2 is right now. I mean, as you've seen with the storyboard trailer, we know what's happening. We have most of it worked out. We have most of the dialogue recorded. There's just a few things that we have to get other people over here for, but a lot of it is just going through, cleaning it up, and making it look at. I do love this one frame. I love how big I made his arm. Because like when you play it through, especially with everything colored in, it isn't too noticeable. Especially with it colored in. I feel like as you color in an animation and put a background on it and stuff, especially if you add the shading to it, more and more of those parts where you kind of fall off of model or make it weirder, they go away. And also it feels faster, I feel like, with all these colors flying around. So that's something to consider if you're ever working on projects or animations like this. Is, you know, you want to make sure it's clear and readable, of course, and you want to try to get it feeling like the right speed and timing before you get into color and everything. But you have to just keep in mind the things that will change with the feel of it as it moves on. Like as you go from sketch to line art and cleanup and everything, a lot of you actually lose a lot of your exaggeration because you're trying to finalize and make every drawing feel more solid. So, yeah, and I do like this part of the animation. I feel like one of the problems with animation is since projects take so long, you will go in and out of modes of loving the stage you're at. Like I always find myself wanting to go back and start a new storyboard or another fight scene or write something else because that beginning part's the most interesting for me. And parts of this obviously feel tedious. But I still really enjoy it. Oh boy, that was fun. Just watching it go blub, 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 blub. But yeah. So you start to kind of lose your motivation and your inspiration at some points, I think. And I wish that there was some good advice I could give for keeping through to see something through to the end. I think the only way to do that is to just genuinely love what you're doing, and you have to want to see it. You have to believe in what you're doing so much that you say this is gonna be worth it in the end. And like this, there were some points where like, because this took me 4 or 5-ish days I think to do, because I was only working on like 1 or 2 hours a day sometimes. And I definitely got tired of it. I got tired of looking at it. I got tired of only little steps. And of course, we always want that. We want to see it good now. And I think the biggest thing that kept me going through it was the overall love for the project, the overall love for HTKAM, and wanting to see it happen and wanting to get more people excited about it. And the only way to do that is to make every part as good as possible. And looking at this finalized, I do love it. I do love what it is, and I hope other people love it too. I hope that this does get some momentum. I hope people get a kick out of it. because that's why we do art overall. That's why we tell stories, is because we care and we want it to be cool. What was that little bing bong? So yeah, this is where a lot of it is. I think the hope will be to release the first part of what was going to be episode 2. Or I think what we're going to do is we're going to think of each episode as like a short film. So when we separate the parts, we can be like, oh, this is HTKAM The Cave, Chapter 1. I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll release like the first chapter, first chunk, volume, whatever, of this in the next month or 2. Because like I said, it is very close to being done. There's this one and one more scene, I think, that's going to be like full proper animation that we still have to do. A lot of the other ones are going to be flat puppets, or like still frame stuff. And I mean, you can see here how many times I rewatch it to make sure that it is good. I really do double check things a lot before I release something, because I want it to be as good as possible. And there's one more thing I'm going to go back and poke at on, but I hope you like this. Leave any comments or questions for either this show or the channel. If there are drawings you'd like to see, fan art you want, or animation tutorials even. Questions you have about the process, please comment. If you want to see a longer time lapse of this, let us know. But yeah, there's going to be a BuzzFeed Unsolved fan animatic coming out soon. It's going to be like a 1-minute one about one of their lighthouse adventures, so that's coming. I want to do a Castlevania fan animation soon, and I think we're also going to try to do some other comics. We're working on a Arrow date night comic, because Ace is a big fan of like funny romance stuff sometimes, or like fantasy things. So we're going to show a little bit of what Arrow's life was like before all this crazy nonsense happened. So stay tuned for that. Until then, stay spooky, stay safe, stay weird, stay all the good things, and keep an eye out for things to come. Bye.